I'm Kezia Pearson, author of The Day the Forest Turned Gray. Prudence Frog was basking in the sun, floating on her favorite lily pad that lay in the pond connecting the field to the forest. Out of nowhere came this loud, angry, monstrous sound. It was coming from the inner field. She popped her head up with concern and started to look around. Everything, as far as she could see, had turned gray. The leaves were gray, the grass was gray, and most of the creatures had even started to turn, you guessed it, gray. But wait a minute, because before we can move forward, we have to look back. Earlier that morning, Wasp was near his beehive, dancing to the beat of his own drum. The music was turned up just how he liked it. He was in his own little world. He did a quick spin, a side slide, and then a kick. And that's when it happened. He stubbed his toe. "Ouch!" he yelled out as he punched a tree. Now, not only did his toe ache, but his fist was throbbing. He became very upset, but instead of letting his anger go, he held on to it. And we all know that where there is anger, happiness cannot live. He buzzed around and ran into Hilda. She was flying by, humming an enchanting tune. "Hey, Wasp, how are you doing?" Hilda asked. But instead of turning things around with happy thoughts, he continued to let his day be controlled by complaints. "I woke up this morning and stubbed my stupid toe. Then I hurt my hand on the tree. My day is horrible," he answered. And instead of Hilda responding with her amazing voice, which makes everything better, she began to complain too. It was almost as if Wasp's attitude had rubbed off on her. She pouted. I don't like days like this. I've been working and working on this song and I can't seem to get it right. Maybe I should quit. It stinks." Both of them were griping, neither listening to the other, but Lily Flowers happened to be sitting right there, and she heard all of it. Or so she thought. She jumped right in, asking, "Did you say that I stink?" Hilda nor Wasp responded because they were too busy dealing with their own problems. "I don't stink," Lily continued. "You stink." And just as Lily let those negative words spew out of her mouth, Beauty and Butter were twinkling by. "Hey, Lils," Beauty interrupted. "Who are you talking to?" But Lily didn't take the question as if Beauty was being concerned. She took it as if Beauty had said, "Girl, who you talking to?" She even visualized Beauty shaking her head with her hand on her hip when she said it. "I wasn't talking to you," Lily replied, "with your ugly wings." And then Butter let out a laugh, which caused the twins to start arguing. Beauty cried out to her twin, "Butter, why didn't you take up for me?" Butter shrugged his shoulders and instantly stopped laughing. You could tell by the look on his face that he felt accused and a little angry. None of them had even noticed that the beautiful colors, smell, movements, and sounds of the forest had started to fade into gray. With each interaction, a bit more anger was released into the world, and a bit more color and happiness were lost. And we all know where there is anger, happiness cannot live. Now I'm sure you remember Prudence, Miss Frog, who had been interrupted by the fussing in the forest. She noticed the gray right away and sprang into action. "Ladybugs! Ladybugs!" she yelled. "Oh my word, where are you?" And out of nowhere came this remarkable giggle. "Yes, Miss Frog," Lady smiled. "We need your laughter. The forest needs your laughter." Lady chuckled, but then took a second look around. With a shaky voice, she asked, "Why is everything gray?" "Because they're angry. They've allowed their happiness to fade. Now we're losing our color. And everybody knows that where there is anger, happiness cannot live. We have to do something, and quick." "What can we do?" Lady questioned. "We have to send them joy, love, and a bit of laughter, because where there is happiness, anger cannot live," Lady replied, finishing Prudence's statement. "That's right. Now go find Hilda. She can help by singing a song." Lady fluttered off to find Hilda. "What's wrong, Miss Hilda? Why are you down there on the ground and your wings? Why are they gray?" "I don't know. I'm just so frustrated." Lady gave Hilda a big hug and then smiled. "It's okay," she said, and they both noticed something. The blues and greens started to reappear in Hilda's right wing. Do it again, Hilda chirped with excitement. Lady gave her another hug, and the color on the left wing came back. "This is amazing," Lady responded. Then she remembered what Prudence told her. Lady looked at Hilda and asked, "Can you sing a song for me?" Hilda put her head down and mumbled, "I don't think I can." And just as she uttered those words, streaks of gray reappeared. Lady giggled. "Yes, you can. You can do it." Hilda cleared her throat and tried to let out a note, but nothing came out. Yet just from trying, some colors came back to her wings. So she tried again. All of a sudden, this wonderful bellowing sound flowed from her beak. The trees began to turn from gray to deep browns, the grass to bright greens, and the flowers to vivid pinks and majestic purples. Hilda was back in full color. Now Beauty and Butter were a ways off from the vibrations of Hilda's hummings. They were sitting on a leaf, arms folded, backs turned. Beauty and Butter were grayer than the leaf that they sat on. But as soon as the sounds reached them, color on the leaves began to change, and so did they. The twins turned towards each other, hugged, and flew off, hand in hand, adding beauty to every place their sparkly wings touched. They even passed by Wasp on the way. And guess what? He was dancing. I don't think anyone wants a great forest. So, name one thing you can do to bring happiness back into the world.